Well, women's action in the 2020 Great Northwest Athletic Conference Men's and Women's Basketball Championships gets underway tomorrow. And in the nightcap tomorrow night at 7:30 in the quarterfinals, it's going to be Simon Fraser University taking on Central Washington University. And joining us from the SFU women's basketball team now is Kendal Sands. Kendal, thanks for making some time. Yep. And I understand you were just off the bus, within minutes, right?
Yeah, we just got down here. I actually had a quiz I made today, which was nice, and then we just left right after classes and then came down here. It was like 3 hours.
All right. Well, you're here now, you're ready for the tournament, you're able to focus on basketball. What's the feeling now that you're off the bus and you're ready to go?
I think just a huge feeling of excitement. You can feel it just in the coaches, in my teammates. We're all super positive, we're all super excited. It's nerve-wracking, but that's where we lean on each other more when it's more nerve-wracking kind of thing. So.
This Simon Fraser team, though, they have been to the postseason year in and year out. Bruce Langford, your head coach, he has been here year in and year out. When you have that kind of tradition of tournament appearances, does that make things a little bit easier?
Yes and no. I think every single year we kind of are held to that standard. And I know my first year we barely made it. And it was kind of a thing oh, SFU's never made it, SFU's never not made it, sorry. And so making it was a huge deal because it kept that tradition alive. But also for the past 3 years we've lost first round. So there is a tradition of making it, but I think we want to push farther than we usually have. So yeah. Well,
and again, it's a competitive tournament, and everybody seems to be very well balanced on both the men's and the women's side. What do you know about the Central Washington University team? What kind of game do you expect tomorrow night in the nightcap?
I think the fact they are ranked 5th in our division is kind of an understatement for them. They're a very, very, very good team. They were ranked 1st preseason coming in, got great players. So it's going to be a very, very tough game. We split with them in league play. I think we had a pretty good game the first game we played them. They had a pretty good game the second. So, it could go either way, but hopefully leans towards us.
What are you going to have to do tomorrow individually to help ensure a clan win?
I think rebounding is a huge part of that game. They've got some girls that get double digits rebounds per game. If we can limit that and limit their second chance opportunities, that'll be a huge factor in our win.
Port Coquitlam, BC is where you hail from. You pretty much stayed right at home to play your collegiate basketball. Was that by design?
Yeah, I think so. It kind of just aligned. I've been watching Simon Fraser for my whole life. Just being in the community and stuff. It's been a dream of mine to play here, so yeah.
Well, you're playing well. The clan team is playing well. You'll see Kendal tomorrow and her clan teammates as they take on Central Washington University, 7:30 tomorrow night. The final game of our first quarterfinal session, and our only quarterfinal session, obviously, of the 2020 Men's and Women's Great Northwest Athletic Conference Men's Basketball Tournament right here at Brome Pavilion at Seattle Pacific University.